Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm starting just a couple of minutes early just to be sure that I had a good connection because it's a little bit sketchy weather here in Atlanta, but I won't get started with the topic for another few minutes. I just wanted to make sure the connection was good. Check in with everybody. Hopefully your morning is going well. I know Mondays are tough, right, for a lot of us. And definitely for me, getting up early, showered, hair, makeup done, doing all of that, it's a stretch because usually I'm in the gym right about now. So I'm excited to do this YouTube Live though this morning because I feel like maybe we'll get more people watching in the morning. So I'm trying to kind of gauge what times work best for everybody, but really the overall goal of this channel is not only to share our own Willing Beauty line, the regimen, the individual products, all of that, but also to really share beauty insights. I kind of call it a beauty knowledge share. Just there's so much to learn about skincare, and for anybody who knows me, or for those of you who are getting to know me, you'll know that I am just a big fan of getting my hands on any type of research, information, technology, doing whatever I can to keep my skin looking as good as possible because it makes me feel better. It just in so many ways boosts my confidence and my self-esteem when I know that my skin is looking good. And I'm sure I'm not alone when you've woken up after maybe binge eating or not eating well, where you kind of have that skin hangover and you can tell that either you had a stressful week, you weren't getting enough fresh air, you weren't eating the way you normally would. And our bodies respond to that, and they almost do it pretty quickly. It'll give you a gauge on how you're feeling. But what I've come to find out and learn is that our skin is a direct reflection of what's going on inside. And it's taken years and years for me to kind of learn these different things and be in control of good eating habits and exercise. And it's discipline, it's moderation, it's practice, it's patience, it's learning. There are so many different things that go with it. And you have to be willing to be open-minded to ideas and trying something new that maybe you wouldn't normally think of. Okay, so we'll get started in just a minute. I believe that it's almost exactly 10 a.m. So one of the things that I'll be talking about is, for example, this morning. What did many of you do when you woke up this morning? I know what I did. After I let my dogs out, the first thing I did was I started to warm up that coffee maker because I need, or I've convinced myself that I need a cup of coffee. Well, what if I were to tell you you could just kind of switch that up? Maybe your second cup, instead of getting a cup of coffee, you could make yourself something pretty amazing. Not only for your internal health, but also for your external health. And I'm actually going to make a cup of this at the end of this segment. So it's actually going to be really fun. Okay, so we'll get started. How to eat your way to glowing skin. A lot of these articles are taken from recent publications from our team at The Nest, and they're really hot topics. So eating your way to glowing skin, it's not all about skincare. You have to nourish your skin from the inside out. So for reasons why I just mentioned, when you kind of go off track and you're out to dinner with friends and you end up eating a lot more than you're used to, which I did on Saturday night, guess what? I could barely sleep that night because I was so uncomfortable. Because I thought, I'm going to indulge, I'm going to have fun, I'm out with friends, I had a couple drinks, I overate. Well, my body was not having it, okay? And then when I woke up Sunday morning, my face was telling me a story. It was puffy. I felt like I could not control the bags under my eyes for the life of me, and I felt very lethargic. So those are a couple things that happen. Those other forms of things that can happen: breakouts, dark circles, as I mentioned, puffiness. So why does the food we eat affect our skin so directly? And it's not just in negative ways too. So that's the point of this, is that certain foods can affect your skin in a positive way. So we want to focus on the positive, all right? So come to find out from a skin health expert that dietary toxins that we ingest from not only foods, but from water and from the air that we breathe can actually build up in our systems to a point where they overload our organs so that it's actually forced to be stored in our skin and in our fat tissue. Okay, so this is something new. I did not realize this, so it kind of creeped me out a little bit. Things like simple sugars, preservatives, and chemicals all impact our bodies and our skin in negative ways, and it shows up on our faces. So let's talk about a diet plan that can support skin health. Okay, and I know when I say diet, some people cringe, and I don't mean like just eat lettuce, because that's not going to be me. It's not going to be a lot of people, but one that is low glycemic, antioxidant rich, and plant-based, similar to the Mediterranean diet, which I incorporate a lot of those types of foods into my diet on a regular basis, offer the best sources of skin nutrition and renewal, okay? It also provides omega fatty acids to help support strong cell membranes that can actually plump up and smooth out the skin. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about a diet that is plant-based, low glycemic, and antioxidant rich to help support skin health, because there definitely are certain foods that are not your skin's friend. And I think we know that from overindulging in fast foods, fried foods, high sugar foods, the wrong kind of carbs. Those things negatively impact our skin and our bodies. So talking about good skin health, when that doesn't work, so when you're saying, but I already do that, Patty, and I still notice that my skin isn't at its optimum, it could mean that there is a deeper issue, that there's more of a gut issue, and your gut could be telling you something, so to speak, right? So in this case, you need to promote the health of your digestive system. And I have a little tip for that too, but that could be from food allergies, harmful bacteria overgrowth in your gut that can depress skin immunity. And I didn't really realize this at all. So things that you can do, incorporating prebiotics, which I didn't know a lot about. I have to be honest, I didn't know, I only heard of probiotics. But prebiotics are going to be in the form of kind of pickled foods, pickled vegetables, and also kombucha. For a lot of you that know that this is a very popular, we consider it a trend, but it's actually really good for your digestive health, or probiotic foods. So that's going to be your cultured yogurt, your kefir, and miso. So I know we can all incorporate those daily, right? To get that good digestive health. If that's where you're saying, I already eat a great diet and I'm still noticing that my skin is not pristine, it's not where I want it to be. All right, so the next is, what about aging and how do foods contribute to aging? And this is where I was really floored and it caught my attention. It's scary to think that there are certain foods that are out there that we're all eating that can actually make us age faster, okay? I don't want to be part of that. So I definitely was paying attention when I was reading this article. Most signs of aging occur with a weakening of the structural foundation of the skin. So it's that breakdown of collagen, that breakdown of elastin within the deep dermal layers of the skin. So that's when the skin loses strength and it loses elasticity, and basically it loses the overall ability to bounce back. And that's when we start to notice the signs of aging in the form of lines, puffiness, wrinkles, sunspots, you name it. But listen, we're going to try to help here. Protein-rich foods and antioxidant-rich foods can help promote a healthier rate of collagen renewal, okay, as well as offer photoprotection from free radical damage. And you need to be starting to incorporate foods like nuts, eggs, poultry, sweet potatoes, lemons, chickpeas, tomatoes, and there's a great list of awesome, amazing foods, of course, that you can incorporate into your diet to help promote that collagen renewal. So some superfoods that are being touted right now, and to me they're a little bit out of the ordinary than what I traditionally think of as a superfood, are paprika, which is known as an amazing free radical fighter, and it can also support natural radiance and glow. So I have to find more recipes that incorporate paprika, because I just remember when I was growing up, my mom would make deviled eggs and sprinkle them with paprika. Turmeric, which I've heard a lot about, and I noticed that there's supplements out there too, which is not only a detoxifier, it's also an antioxidant with anti-inflammatory properties to it. So try adding that to your vegetables more often. It adds really great flavor. It comes from the ginger family. And speaking of, ginger is another great one. It's considered an antiseptic, or has antiseptic properties, and is not only good for the hair, skin, but it's also good for the hair. Okay, so this is my new morning elixir right here, and I'm gonna make this up right now. So I have my teacup, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, which is that rich, beautiful golden color. Okay, then you're gonna squeeze 1/2 lemon. So there's my fresh lemon juice that I just squeezed this morning. All right, we're gonna do, there's my honey. We're gonna do about 1/2, yeah, that's about right. I like a lot of honey. 1/2 teaspoon of honey, and then take some hot water. Okay, first of all, this looks amazing. It's got this beautiful golden hue to it, beautiful. And I'm gonna use my little egg whisk, because it's just the right size. So you want to kind of prevent the turmeric from going to the bottom of your cup. You want to mix it really well. And then we're going to top this off with a little bit of cinnamon, which also has amazing properties to it as well, and in fact can help control your appetite. Okay, so this is the new morning elixir that I want you to try. And I'm going to just say this. If you Google this and you just put in lemon, turmeric, elixir, you're gonna see dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of different articles that are touting this as the new kind of superfood drink. So let's try it. Okay, that is delicious. This is delicious. So I already had my 1 cup of coffee, so I gave into that indulgence. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But this is my second for the day, like my second nice, warm, comfy beverage. It is so good. So if this is gonna help fight inflammation, if it's gonna help with my skin, it's gonna help with my gut, all sorts of things, I'm in. Because you'll also get the vitamin C and potassium from the lemon. Great for your skin, wonderful things, clears out those free radicals, and it's delicious. So this is just one of those recipes, but if you all have some other tricks up your sleeve when it comes to glowing skin, when it comes to your digestive health, please leave them in the comments below, because I'm sure that anyone out there would love to find out some new recipes and some ideas. I know I would. And of course, subscribe to our Willing Beauty channel. We love having your company, and I will be also broadcasting live tomorrow. We're gonna try 11 a.m. tomorrow. All right? So I hope that you can join me there. Meanwhile, happy Monday, everybody. Have a great day.